landed at the Adampur Air Base, flanked by the gleaming might of S-400 air defense system. He did not just, visit a military installation. He delivered a geopolitical mic drop. The message was crystal clear. India's defenses are ironclad. Our resolve unshakable, and precision strikes under Operation Sindoor have left Pakistan's propaganda machine in tatters. The imagery of Modi saluting our air warriors with chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai echoing was not just a morale booster for our troops. This was a surgical rebuttal to Pakistan's fantastical claims of damaging Adampur. Viewers, across the border, Pakistan's puppet Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif, in a desperate bid to mirror Modi's masterclass, scurried to what can only be described as a military-themed park or a junkyard in Sialkot. Sharif was flanked by his real boss, Pak Army Chief Asim Munir, and what looked like a tank cobbled together from a school science fair. Look at the pictures. Shahbaz then tried to spin a tale of victory. Now, the optics were less commander-in-chief and more TikTok stunt gone wrong. Social media erupted with memes. They're still there if you haven't seen. Pakistan's claim of defeating India was about as convincing as their tank prop, which, let's be honest, would not pass muster at any Indian school's Republic Day parade. But while the world marvels at India's military precision and resolve, there's an ecosystem within India working overtime to malign and mock. The usual suspects, viewers, don't be surprised. Congress, Samajwadi Party, the Aam Aadmi Party, whatever is left of the left, all wielding the favorite weapons of mockery, misinformation and misogyny. Congress, led by the eternal youth icon, Rahul Gandhi, has spun a bizarre narrative. The Congress is saying, and you will see a picture on your screen, that Rahul is fire, Modi is ceasefire. That is what the Congress has said. Now, I don't know what kind of fire Rahul is that, fizzles with the first drizzle. I don't know. Operation Sindoor saw India strike deep into Pakistan, leaving their air bases in ruins and their propaganda in shambles. Modi's Adampur visit was not a ceasefire photo opportunity. This was a victory lap. Congress's demand, viewers, for a special session to clarify the ceasefire is rich, considering the silence when terrorists struck Pahalgam. Perhaps they're too busy, or they were too busy creating memes to notice India's drones and missiles giving Pakistan sleepless nights. Then there's Akhilesh Yadav, the Samajwadi Party chief who scoffed at Modi's Adampur visit, branding him a photo GV. Photo GV is the word used by Akhilesh Yadav. The Aam Aadmi Party must have thought, why should we be behind? We've lost power in Delhi, no one is talking about it. So they took it a step further by sending bangles to Modi, implying he is weak. This is not just a cheap shot at the Prime Minister, it's a disgusting perpetuation of a misogynistic stereotype that equates bangles with cowardice. Aap forgot that if you're going to troll the Prime Minister, at least aim for clever campaigns, not self-damaging stunts. Viewers, the antics of the ecosystem are not just petty. They are a disservice to our brave soldiers who executed Operation Sindoor with unparalleled precision. While Modi was at Adampur saluting the air warriors, boosting the morale, opposition leaders were busy undermining national pride for a few headlines and perhaps busy creating memes. The narrative aligns eerily with Pakistan's propaganda that claims no damage and victory. Sample some of the reactions.
ये जो चूक पर जो इनकी चूक हुई है उस पर चूना लेप करके बचने की जो कोशिश कर रहे हैं, जनता जागरूक है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोग बचने वाले नहीं हैं। चित्रजीवियों को कम से कम ये स्वीकार करना चाहिए, जो फौज के लिए उनके लिए इस्तेमाल के लिए है, वो सेल्फी पॉइंट नहीं हो सकता है।
व्योमिका सिंह हरियाणा की
जाकर। और एयर मार्शल भारती पूर्णिया के यादव हैं, तो तीनों तो पीडीए के थे।
अगर पाकिस्तान ने भारत के सामने हाथ जोड़े तो फिर सामने आके कोई समझौता क्यों नहीं हुआ? क्यों पाकिस्तान दुनिया के सामने आके नहीं बोलता, किसी कागज पे साइन नहीं करता, दुनिया के मीडिया के सामने आके नहीं बोलता कि हमने भारत के सामने हार मानी और हमने भारत के सामने हाथ जोड़े?
Our army operators have said that they have targeted the specific zones of terrorist camps. Good, welcome. But none of the terrorists could be found there. None of the terrorists could be apprehended. None of their bodies could be really recovered.
महिलाओं और सेना का अपमान, यही तो इंडी अलायंस, खास करके समाजवादी पार्टी, कांग्रेस पार्टी की पहचान। जो टिप्पणी राम गोपाल यादव ने विंग कमांडर व्योमिका सिंह जी पर की है कि वो हरियाणा की डैश डैश है, ये एक ऐसा जाति सूचक शब्द है, ये एक ऐसा शब्द है जो सेना को बांटने पर भी आमादा है, महिलाओं का और उस वर्ग के लोगों का अपमान करने के लिए भी दिया गया है, और ये समाजवादी पार्टी और इंडी अलायंस की मानसिकता को दर्शाता है।
Let's open this up. Sanju Verma, the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Mohammad Tariq Khan, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Anand Dubey ji, spokesperson of the Shiv Sena UBT. Dr. Shelly Oberoi, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. Nikhil Jain, political analyst. Ahmad Ayaz completes this panel. Now, who do I start with? I don't know. Let's go to Dr. Shelly Oberoi. Shelly Oberoi, why did you choose bangles of all the props?
Thank you so much. First of all, I would like to say that on 26th April, what happened was really a tragic attack, and it was very unfortunate. It was a black day for the entire country, and the peace of the entire country was shattered, where the sandoor of many women was wiped off, and almost 26 people were killed in this terrorist attack. And in the retaliation, the Indian Army really performed very well, and attacking the terrorist bases, destroying the infrastructure of those terrorists. But suddenly one day what happens is that this terror attack really crossed all the lines, killing the innocent tourist. Number two is the leaving behind the widows of those people who killed in this terrorist attack. And suddenly one day when the Indian Army was retaliating, was performing really well, one day a ceasefire was announced by the US, and why India accepted that silently and peacefully? My question is,
I'll answer that question, Dr. Oberoi. Answer what I asked you. Why did the Aam Aadmi Party send bangles? और कुछ मिला नहीं आप लोगों को?
This entire ये जो पूरी जंग हुई, इसमें बहुत सारे ऐसे सवाल हैं जिनका जवाब जनता चाहती है। और
शैली ओबरॉय जी, आपने चूड़ियां क्यों भेजी? कुछ और भेज देते, चूड़ियां क्यों भेजी?
Why central government allowed US to take that credit? The central government was under pressure of US government. There was a pressure at the time of the former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee also. During that, a lot of pressure was created.
Shelly Oberoi, do you understand the question, or should I write it down and then show it to you? Is there a comprehension issue? Why has the Aam Aadmi Party resorted to this chudi bangle stunt? What is this? What do you mean by bangles? Sending bangles? Bangles matlab kya hota hai? Cowardice? You're mocking all women.
Bangles दिखाकर ये दिखाना
बैंगल दिखा के क्या होता है?
केंद्र सरकार चूड़ियां पहन ले, जो बदला उन विधवाओं का सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट केंद्र सरकार को लेना चाहिए था। जब इंडियन आर्मी पूरी तरह से परफॉर्मेंस कर रही थी, तब सरकार ने सीज फायर को एक्सेप्ट क्यों किया? We need to know that.
Let's bring in Nikhil Jain. Nikhil, the Congress party says, first of all, I don't know, who designs these memes. Most of it lands the party in trouble, that is already troubled. Then under pressure, you have to delete it. So either you change the agency who's working for your party, or, inject some sense. That's the post. Rahul Gandhi's fire, Modi's ceasefire. What is this?
Ganesh, I hope you're not going to mute me this time around and give the panel to the BJP spokespersons to speak over me and take personal jibes. On the remark of the bangles that you were talking about, I feel it was very wrong for the Aam Aadmi Party leaders.
That's not for you to answer. Leave the bangles bit, you answer on your meme, Nikhil. I will handle the bangle bit with the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson. You answer this question about fire and ceasefire.
Am I here to speak? Am I here to speak, or am I here to just listen to you? Can I please respond? Can I please respond, or am I here to just listen to you? Bangles should not have been sent, but I also remember in 2013 BJP leader Smriti Irani sending bangles to Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, BJP leaders calling Prime Minister Manmohan Singh as Shikhandi, and all sorts of disgusting things that the BJP did, but you're not seeing that. Recently, a Madhya Pradesh minister from the BJP minister in Madhya Pradesh called Colonel Sofia Qureshi sister of terrorists. The High Court took a suo motu cognizance. This guy appealed in the Supreme Court, even the Supreme Court trapped him. But what do? You do not talk about that. You only talk about leaders from the opposition. And here are the news reports for your viewers of the kind of nonsense that BJP is spilling around. So far as fire and ceasefire by the Congress party is concerned, is it incorrect that the Prime Minister entered into a ceasefire agreement without any developing any political consensus? Nobody was expecting that. Our army was performing brilliantly. Our air force was performing brilliantly. We had Pakistan. We had a one-up position. But the Prime Minister decided to do a ceasefire and categorically does not mention what Donald Trump has been going around telling the world, as if he's the big daddy who's telling India to get into a ceasefire. We have for long said that India-Pakistan is a bilateral issue. Kashmir is a bilateral issue. No country has any right to get between the two of us. But here you have Donald Trump telling the world as if India is some small, some small African country run by some pretty little dictator. We're not that. We're a strong country.
The Sam Pitroda template, toolkit, whatever, what have you. You can't just, you can't get rid of it. But Nikhil, answer my question. You think Prime Minister Modi is weak?
Time that you
Nikhil,
do as well.
No, Nikhil, 1 minute. You think Prime Minister Modi is weak?
I am saying he is strategically not a competent Prime Minister.
Okay. Now remember what you've said, because I'm going to ask you 1 minute. Yeah, strategically not very sound. Okay, your words. Now don't run away, Nikhil. Last time you were on the show, you ran away in 15 minutes. Don't run away. And by the way, when one person speaks, the others are on mute. So, don't play that card. Nikhil, now you are saying Modi is strategically weak. Your words, not mine. Was Indira Gandhi strategically weak? Answer that.
Indira Gandhi divided Pakistan into two.
Divided Pakistan.
After that,
do you know how many Pakistani soldiers surrendered?
Do you remember that
Nikhil
photo?
Jain, do you know how many Pakistani soldiers surrendered?
93,000.
Wonderful.
93,000.
Right answer. What did Indira Gandhi do with it? Why did we send them back?
Turned them.
What was the strategy of the Congress party then?
Did we not
what
have
did you get? No. What did you get in return from Pakistan? Nothing. Zilch. But you will not call Indira Gandhi strategically weak. Let me bring in Sanju Verma on this. Sanju Verma, Rahul Gandhi's fire and Modi's ceasefire.
Pranesh, I do not want to get personal, but the entire Congress party, including Rahul Gandhi, has as much IQ as the amount of hair on Nikhil Jain's head. But now let me come to the moot point.
No, ma'am, no, this is not right. No, Sanju Verma, this is not right. Sanju Verma, we must not cross a line, ma'am. If we despise something, by someone else, please, ma'am, you have all the facts at your disposal. Let's not do this. Please, this is not right.
My apologies. Okay. Pramesh, now let me say one thing very clearly to this entire cabal of leftist pseudo-seculars, जो कहते हैं इंदिरा गांधी बनना आसान नहीं है. जी हाँ, इंदिरा गांधी बनना आसान नहीं है, Pranesh, because this is the same Indira Gandhi who frittered away the gains of the 1971 war on the negotiating table in 1972, due to which India's first Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw actually told Indira Gandhi, Bhutto has made a monkey out of you. Indira Gandhi caved into every ridiculous demand
of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. Point number one. Point number two, Indira Gandhi handed on a golden platter 93,000 Pakistani POWs to Pakistan, fair and well, but Yehi Indira Gandhi did not have the audacity to take back, even ask for 54 Indian POWs who were left to rot and languish in Pakistan. They were in fact famously called the missing 54, the forgotten 54. Indira Gandhi banna aasan nahi hai, because this is the same Indira Gandhi who actually humiliated the architect of the 1971 war, Sam Manekshaw, by stripping him of basic dignity. Do you know something, Pranesh? Sam Manekshaw finally got his pension 36 years after the 1971 war in 2007, thanks to a man called APJ Abdul Kalam, who was the then president. When Sam Manekshaw died in 2008, Indira Gandhi और कांग्रेस के जितने चरण चुंबक हैं, not a single senior Congress leader even attended Sam Manekshaw's last rites, और आज ये यहाँ बैठकर प्राइम टाइम टेलीविजन पर प्रदेश बीजेपी को और नरेंद्र मोदी को नैतिकता और इंटेग्रिटी का सर्टिफिकेट बांट रहे हैं. It is too rich coming from the Congress. Right. But let me very quickly just say this. Pranesh, give me 30 seconds, please. 2016 surgical strike, we crossed the LOC. It was a ground operation. 2019, we did even better. We not only crossed the LOC, we crossed the international border, and it was an airstrike. But lo behold, in 2025, the tri-services were put into operation. The Indian Armed Forces, the Navy, the Air Force, everybody attacked. And this time we went beyond POK. Right. We struck at the heart of Pakistan in Rawalpindi. We struck Pakistan, Punjab. We struck Karachi, Lahore, Sargodha.
Right, the world is talking about it, which is why I have a problem when this ecosystem of compulsive critics resort to this kind of commentary. Now, Dr. Ranganathan, I know, you've been waiting for over 10 days to, have a go at this ecosystem. But let's bring in Mohammad Tariq Khan. Tariq Khan, Akhilesh Yadav has said, चूक पर चूना लगा रही है. क्या चूक हुई, ये कौन सा कमीशन बैठा, उसने आपको चूक बता दिया है, शायद अखिलेश यादव जी को कोई चूक बता दिया, उस पे चूना लगा रहे हैं. फिर आपके एक और नेता हैं राम गोपाल यादव, उन्होंने जो कहा है मैं वो रिपीट भी नहीं कर सकता. ये क्यों करते हैं आप लोग ऐसा? म्यूट पे तारिक भाई, मैंने नहीं किया, आपकी तरफ से.
अभी कह रहे थे, चूक की बात कर रहे थे, तो चूक तो आप रोज यहां करा रहे हैं, क्योंकि आप बीजेपी को अलाउ करते हैं टू पास पर्सनल कमेंट ऑन अदर्स. बहुत गलत बात.
नहीं, मैंने मना कर दिया था तारिक भाई, ऐसे
नहीं, मैडम के ऊपर मैं 50 पर्सनल कमेंट कर सकता हूं अभी. थोड़ा बुरा लग जाएगा इनको,
ये अच्छी बात नहीं,
और ये उछल जाएंगी चेयर से.
ऐसे भाषा से
नहीं, हाँ, मैं गलत हो गया ना, मैं गलत हो गया. अरे
सबको
सॉरी, अरे प्रणेश भाई सॉरी, गलती हो गई, माफ कर दिए. प्रणेश भाई प्लीज, सॉरी प्रणेश भाई, गलती हो गई. मैडम से कहिए कि थोड़ा तमीज में बात किया करें, और भारतीय जनता की ट्रेंड महिला इस तरीके से बात करेगी.
बोल दिया मैंने, कह दिया सबको.
बिल्कुल,
हम में से
डांट के कहिए,
चलिए
डांट के कहिए इनको, और आइंदा से इनको डिबेट्स में मत बुलाया करिए. किसी के बात से कंपेयर कर रही है,
ऐसे नहीं होता ना.
क्यों बोल रही है?
ऐसे थोड़ी होता है कि बॉयकॉट कर दें किसी के ऊपर. उन्होंने बोल दिया कि मैं नहीं बोलूंगी. तारिक भाई ऐसे मत कीजिए, आपके पास अपना जवाब नहीं है, तो अब आप ये
मेरे पास कोई जवाब नहीं है. मैं ये कह रहा हूं कि पर्सनल कमेंट किए जा सकते हैं आपके ऊपर भी, और मैडम के ऊपर भी, मेरे ऊपर भी. बचना चाहिए. और ये जानबूझ कर करके तुरंत सॉरी कह देती है. मुझे इन्होंने टेररिस्ट बोला, एक दिन जिहादी बोला, सॉरी बोल दिया तुरंत. ये क्या नाटक है? हर चैनल पे आके यही नाटक करती है ये. इनको ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए.
तारिक भाई, जब ये होता है तो मैं पर्सनल ऐसे कमेंट से सबको मना करता हूं. प्लीज तारिक भाई, अब आप इसको स्ट्रेच कर रहे हैं.
मैं स्ट्रेच कर रहा हूं, छोड़ता हूं. बीजेपी के छोटे मोटे प्रवक्ता है, मैं ध्यान नहीं देता. फिर भी निखिल भाई को गलत बोला, इसलिए मैंने ध्यान दिया. अब सुनिए, मैं बताता हूं कि हमारी तरफ से अगर यह कहा जा रहा है कि कोई फोटो जीवी है, तो यह चित्रजीवी कहा गया. तो प्रधानमंत्री ने तो पूरे विपक्ष को और सारे लोगों को आंदोलन जीवी कहा था, वो सही था. अगर पूरा विपक्ष और जो लोग किसान आंदोलन कर रहे थे 2021 में पार्लियामेंट में कहा था कि आंदोलन जीवी हैं, तो वो भी गलत था। अगर वो आंदोलन जीवी कहना विपक्ष को गलत था, तो हम भी चित्रजीवी कहने की बात वापस कर रहे हैं। बीजेपी से पूछ लीजिए, अगर वो आंदोलन जीवी कहना गलत था, अपनी बात वापस ले लें, प्रधानमंत्री के बिहाफ पे माफी मांग ले, हम भी अखिलेश यादव साहब के बिहाफ पे माफी मांग।
अच्छा तारिक भाई, एक और नाम लिया था मैंने, राम गोपाल यादव, उसका तो जिक्र ही नहीं किया आपने। उन्होंने क्या बोला?
राम गोपाल यादव साहब का भी जवाब देता हूं, ठीक है। चलिए, उन्होंने किसी महिला की जाति बताई गलत तरीके से, और योगी आदित्यनाथ ने भगवान हनुमान की जाति बताई थी, उसका क्या करेंगे? क्या कहा था बोलूं? क्या कहा था भगवान हनुमान की जाति के बारे में योगी आदित्यनाथ ने? वहां भी अगर बीजेपी योगी आदित्यनाथ बात की अभी माफी मांग ले, मैं लेट के माफी मांगूंगा राम गोपाल की तरफ से, लेट के राम गोपाल साहब की तरफ
तो
से।
अगर बीजेपी गलत करेगी तो आप भी गलत करेंगे?
नहीं 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 नहीं, मैं सिर्फ इनके गलत को याद दिला रहा हूं, इनके गलत को याद दिला रहा हूं।
तो याद तो आपने दिला दिया, अब आप माफी मांग लीजिए।
नहीं नहीं,
अब आप माफी मांग लीजिए कि हमसे गलती हुई।
जो सत्ता में लोग हैं उनकी कोई जिम्मेदारी नहीं है, ये ऐसे ही करते रहेंगे।
नहीं, क्यों विपक्ष की जिम्मेदारी नहीं है? सत्ता में तो जिम्मेदारी है, लेकिन सवाल तो जिम्मेदारी से पूछिए। सवाल तो जिम्मेदारी से पूछिए तारिक भाई। ये अगर सवाल में एक बात बताइए, मैंने संजू वर्मा से क्या कहा कि आपके पास फैक्ट्स है मैम, आप क्यों पर्सनल कमेंटरी? उन्होंने बोला ठीक है मैं नहीं करूंगी। आपके पास भी फैक्ट्स है तारिक भाई। तारिक भाई, डोंट रिजॉर्ट टू दिस ना, इफ यू हैव नथिंग एल्स टू टॉक अबाउट, इट्स ओके। लुक, वी आर वेस्टिंग टाइम।
देखिए, पर्सनल कमेंट को इतना लाइटली मत लीजिए, ये बहुत
लाइटली बिल्कुल नहीं ले रहे हैं, इसीलिए मैंने शुरू किया। ये बैंगल, ये जो बैंगल सिंबलिज्म है बहुत ही डेंजरस है। ये ऑन द फेस ऑफ इट लगता है कुछ नहीं है, ये बहुत ही डेंजरस है। अभी आनंद दुबे जी से पूछता हूं। आनंद दुबे जी, आपके एक बड़े नेता हैं संजय राउत, उन्होंने भी एक पोस्ट किया, उसमें जो उन्होंने चित्र दिखाई उसमें 8 PM लिखा हुआ था। जब पूरा देश हमारे जवानों का मोराल बूस्ट करने के लिए कोशिश कर रहा है, ये चीप स्टंट्स क्यों करते हैं आप लोग?
जी प्रणेश जी नमस्ते। मैं क्षमा मांगता हूं आपसे और आपके सभी दर्शकों से, अगर किसी को भी पीड़ा हुई हो हमारे किसी भी नेता की तरफ से, तो क्षमा मांगता हूं। देखिए, 3 चीजों में अपनी बात शुरू करूंगा प्रणेश जी। एक है देशभक्ति, राष्ट्रवादिता, एक है सवाल पूछना, और एक है गलत बयानबाजी करना। 22 तारीख को जब हम पर हमला हुआ, हमारी अस्मिता पर हमला हुआ, हमारे मस्तक पर हमला हुआ, पूरा देश एक सुर में सरकार के साथ खड़ा हो गया। सबने कंधे से कंधे मिलाकर बात कहा कि पाकिस्तान को जो सबक सिखाना हो सरकार होने के नाते आप सिखाइए, हम आपके साथ खड़े हैं। क्या पक्ष क्या विपक्ष, ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग हुई, सबने पूरी तरह से समर्पण किया कि एक देश है, एक लोग हैं, एक सेना है, हम सब एक हैं। सबने बहुत अच्छे से काम किया। सेना ने मुंह तोड़ जवाब दिया, बहुत जगह उनके आतंकवादियों को मार गिराया, 100 से ज्यादा लोग 72 हुरों को प्यारे हो गए, सब हुआ। अब सवाल पूछ, ये हो गई हमारी राष्ट्रवादिता, देशभक्ति। सवाल पूछना, जब विपक्ष के नेता राहुल गांधी जी कहते हैं चिट्ठी लिखकर कि प्रधानमंत्री जी एक स्पेशल सेशन बुलवाइए, सेना का सम्मान भी होगा, बहस भी होगी, चर्चा भी होगी, क्या क्या हुआ घटनाक्रम उसको समझेंगे, ये हो गया सवाल पूछना। और तीसरा, अगर राहुल गांधी जी या पूरा विपक्ष ये कहता है कि डोनाल्ड ट्रंप कौन होते हैं, तीसरे देश के आदमी, हमारे 2 देशों के बीच के जो झगड़े हैं उसमें हस्तक्षेप करने वाले, या कश्मीर को 1000 साल पुराना विवाद बताने वाले, ये हो गया सवाल पूछना। अब तीसरा, गलत बयानबाजी। चाहे वो विजय शाह हो मध्य प्रदेश के मंत्री, और चाहे रामगोपाल यादव जी हो, दोनों ही बयान की हम निंदा करते हैं, भर्त्सना करते हैं, नहीं होना चाहिए। तो लोकतंत्र में जो तीनों चीज मैंने अभी आपको बताई कि देशभक्ति, सवाल पूछना और निंदा करना, ये हमारा अधिकार है एक नागरिक होने के नाते।
आनंद दुबे जी, अब मैं आपको बताता हूं, आपने कहा राहुल गांधी जी ने चिट्ठी लिखी, उस चिट्ठी का तो अभी तक जवाब किसने दिया है? शरद पवार आपके बड़े नेता हैं, वो भी देश के बड़े नेता हैं, उन्होंने क्या कहा है आपको पता होगा। उन्होंने क्या कहा है पार्लियामेंट सेशन पे? उन्होंने कहा है ये इतना गंभीर विषय है, इसको अभी पार्लियामेंट में डिस्कस करना सही फोरम नहीं हो सकता है वो। तो ये उनका बयान। अब आप उनको क्या बोलेंगे कि वो संघी हैं, बीजेपी से हैं, क्या है? अब अहमद अयाज, काफी, मैं आ रहा हूं आनंद जी, मैं आ रहा हूं आपके पास, अभी एक राउंड क्वेश्चनिंग बची हुई है। अहमद अयाज, महबूबा मुफ्ती, द लीडिंग लाइट ऑफ द OGWs देयर, Mehbooba Mufti wants India to take lessons from the Pakistani Air Force. Ahmad Ayaz?
No, I think what Mehbooba Mufti said has been misconstrued and is being misrepresented. In fact, what she said is that he has made a comparison between two Aurangzebs. One that who is heading the Air Force at Pakistan, another who is buried in India. What she has clearly told is that the Aurangzeb of Pakistan is modernizing his force, Air Force, of course, to get ready to come back in defense of the country, that's Pakistan. And
is Mehbooba Mufti, Jammu and Kashmir or Pak-occupied Kashmir? Is there some kind of compulsion for her to, sing praises of the Pakistani Air Force? Have you seen any tweet, any post praising the Indian Air Force? Ahmad Ayaz, there is none. I am telling you, this is the same Mehbooba Mufti that sheds tears for terrorists. So don't come here and defend that it has been misinterpreted. Read the post. If you read it 3 times, you will collapse. It is so disturbing. Dr. Ranganathan.
Good evening, Pranesh. Look, I think it's disgusting beyond measure how our opposition is behaving at a time when the entire nation should come together. We have these shameless, hateful people saying sickening, misogynist things like Modi should be sent bangles. I repeat, the Prime Minister has got my back. Even his sworn adversaries would acknowledge that in matters of defense and national security, time and again, Modi has risen to the occasion. Like Grossman's General Novikov, he chooses his time and his place. That is what leaders do. They listen, but they lead. Let me take just one example of what has transpired in the last week, what Modi has done. And I'm not even going to talk of one. His new doctrine as far as Pakistan is concerned, an act of terror would be seen as an act of war. Or 2, orchestrating an awe-inspiring offensive and defensive military operation. And 3, calling out once and for all Pakistan's nuclear bluff. No, I want to talk of something else. I want to talk of something no one is talking of. Pranesh, comparisons are at best tenuous, but holding the Indus Water Treaty of 1960 in abeyance will go down in history as Prime Minister Narendra Modi's greatest achievement. Superseding 370 abrogation, CAA, or even groundbreaking welfare measures like Swachh Bharat and Ujjwala. This is because in a single stroke, he has not only corrected yet another gargantuan Nehruvian blunder, Article 370 being another, that made India suffer intolerably for half a century. He has ensured long-term peace in the region through leveraging a mechanism that puts the onus of maintaining peace squarely on the terror state of Pakistan. Such a mechanism, a waters treaty, it should be emphasized, does not exist between China and any of its neighbors, including India, that share river waters with it. That has existed between India and Pakistan and was so lopsided in Pakistan's favor and was never revisited despite multiple wars and terror attacks perpetrated by Pakistan is inexcusable. War or retributive actions like surgical strikes or Operation Sindoor are required to teach the enemy a lesson. But because there is a cost, economic and social for it, even for India, war is not the best deterrent. Leveraging the Indus waters is. It is a tap. And depending upon how Pakistan behaves, the tap can gush either peace or war. The well-being, safety, prosperity and livelihood of its people are in Pakistan's hand. Prime Minister Modi now must ensure that the Indus Waters Treaty is kept in abeyance till such time it is redrafted and the revised form put forward, if at all, for an agreement between the two nations of India and Pakistan. I have today, Pranesh, published an article by article, clause by clause, redrafting of the Indus Waters Treaty that could serve as a template for its revision. I encourage people to read it, to understand what Nehru signed away and how for 60 years we suffered because of that. So all those who are saying Modi is weak, I hope you get some sense in your brain and see what exactly Modi has managed. Unprecedented it is.
Because you put that draft for the government or pass that be to take note of, you will be called as a pracharak. So be ready when that comes your way. Now Sanju Verma, the opposition is saying, why can't they ask legitimate questions?
Pranesh, asking legitimate questions, even disagreeing with the establishment, the political establishment of the day, is par for the course. But जो कहते हैं कि सही वक्त पर सही चीज बोलनी बहुत आवश्यक है। यहां पर गलत चीज बोली जा रही है और गलत वक्त पर बोली जा रही है। इट इज अ डबल वैली। फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट, लेट मी से वन थिंग वेरी क्लियर। आफ्टर द इनिशियल शिकैनरी कि नहीं हम तो सरकार के साथ खड़े हैं, वी विल स्पीक इन वन वॉइस, 24 घंटे हुए नहीं और राजनाथ सिंह के कहने के बावजूद, एस जयशंकर के कहने के बावजूद, डीजीएमओ की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस के बावजूद, मंडे को ही इस हफ्ते प्रधानमंत्री की हिस्टोरिक एड्रेस, उन्होंने सारे जो डाउट्स थे, आशंकाएं थी, सबको एक एक करके पॉइंटेडली आंसर किया। उसके बावजूद लुक एट द ऑडेसिटी, एवरी कांग्रेसी, what does Jairam Ramesh say? Oh, you know, we inducted the BrahMos missiles into the Indian Navy in 2005, into the Indian Army in 2007. तो भाई साहब, आपने फिर 26/11 जब हुआ, उसके बाद why didn't you use the BrahMos missile? Then what does Pawan Khera say? Oh, you know, the Prime Minister is more interested in addressing rallies. He's still not forgotten what Prime Minister did in Madhubani, which was not a rally, incidentally, to start with. This is the same lot which actually was cheerleading when Ram Gopal Yadav used the C word for former CJI, Mr. Chandrachud. C word. I will not, expand on that. This is a family channel. This is the same lot जहां पर एक अखिलेश यादव ने उत्तर प्रदेश के 2022 के असेंबली चुनाव से पहले कहा था, ये तो अच्छी बात है कि मोदी जी वाराणसी बार बार आते हैं, जब किसी का अंत समय होता है तो काशी आना स्वाभाविक है। और आज इनके चुटमुट प्रवक्ता जिनको अंग्रेजी बोलनी नहीं आती, अंग्रेजी की डिबेट पर आकर बीजेपी को
नहीं वो तो ठीक है, अंग्रेजी हिंदी का सवाल नहीं है संजू वर्मा, बट ये निखिल जैन, आप शो में इससे पहले भी अपना चेहरा ढक रहे थे पेपर से, फिर आपने दूसरी बार भी ढका, फिर आप बोलेंगे कि प्रणेश आप म्यूट ही नहीं कर देते, मेरे चेहरे पे भी कुछ लगा देते। Why do you do these things, Nikhil? Why? What is this? I mean, you have a mic, you can speak. Why do you resort to this? What, are you trying to hold up one magazine for the viewer to read?
I have to first.
Now, no, 1 minute. That was not the question. The question is this. And before the question, I want to play out. I am sure you've seen this clip. Sanju Verma was talking about Jairam Ramesh and Pawan Khera. When a question on Turkey was asked, look at the musical chairs going on. See this.
सर टर्की बॉयकॉट,
टर्की के बाइकाट पे सर इस पर भी हम शीघ्र आपसे जरूर सर
थैंक यू। सर टर्की बॉयकॉट,
टर्की के बाइकाट पे सर इस पर भी हम शीघ्र आपसे जरूर
सर निखिल, ये ओके, थैंक यू, टाटा, बाय बाय हो गया। Why couldn't they answer this question? But you tell me, you see, when memes like Rahul is fire and Modi ceasefire is published from a Congress handle or Congress Neta's handle, what purpose does it serve?
Pranesh, can I now please answer? First of all, you keep on raising the incident about me raising my objections to you muting you. Your viewers can see on your channel 1 week ago the debate. For 5 minutes you muted me and you kept on interjecting and you kept on speaking with the other panelists. But let's leave that apart. And Sanju is of course free to make personal remarks against people. She can make remarks about no hair being on my head. She can make remarks about SP spokesperson not knowing English. She'll probably make a remark against you the moment you decide and have the courage to interject her. But all that apart, I was not hiding my face like you have seem to understand. I was raising placards to raise about the lies that Sanju Verma, the BJP spokesperson, is raising about things here. First of all, Field Marshal Manekshaw, his funeral was attended by the Defence Minister in 2008. Let's not spread lies. He was given a proper state honor, as he must have been, as he should have been. And there is a Manekshaw Center named in New Delhi after Field Marshal Manekshaw, which was made during the UPA government. But I don't know where she gets the fact from. The second, I was raising this when she says that Prime Minister was raising the, addressing the nation in all important, unprecedented press conference or rally or whatever the Prime Minister was doing. Madam, the Prime Minister did not attend either of the two all-party meetings that was held by the Government of India with consensus with all political parties. He's never spoken in the Parliament about this. He's not yielding to the demands of a special Parliament session about this. He does not appear in the Parliament.
Yeah, so because of following reasons, the Congress decides to put out this beam. Fire, ceasefire. Quick question, quick answer, Sanju Verma. Dr. Ranganathan, coming to you.
Pranesh, I repeat, 1.3 crore was the pension amount due to Sam Manekshaw 36 सालों के बाद, 1 year before his sad demise in 2007, after 36 years on the intervention of APJ Abdul Kalam, Sam Manekshaw got his pension. शर्म आनी चाहिए कांग्रेस के प्रवक्ताओं को. Sam Manekshaw की इज्जत की धज्जियां उड़ा दी थी इंदिरा गांधी ने, and this is something that has been written by Natwar Singh, who was a career congressman for the longest time, in his book, One Life is Not Enough, where he says that Indira Gandhi humiliated Sam Manekshaw at every given opportunity. Congress ke darbari, read Natwar Singh's book, One Life is Not Enough, and you will realize Indira Gandhi was a small
Here
leader.
comes another placard, but what Dr. Ranganathan, of, what you've heard from Nikhil Jain, what do you think?
It's very unfortunate because, look, we've spent about more than half an hour, Pranesh, with due respect. The topic was something else. The topic was, can you prove or disprove whether Mr. Modi is weak? So you bring out your argument saying that Mr. Modi is weak. The others bring out their argument saying, no, that's not true. That is what the debate should have been. And it's been completely taken tangential, derailed by the Congress spokespeople, the people who are sympathetic to the Congress or the opposition. It is not my case to rebut that point. I just want to give you two examples over and above what I've already stated. Please tell me, how is the Prime Minister weak when after 60 years of India suffering intolerably because of the IWT, he has put it in abeyance? How is he weak? How is the Prime Minister weak when not once but twice he has called out Pakistan's nuclear bluff? And it was because of that nuclear bluff when our Air Force Chief pleaded with the then late Prime Minister Manmohan Singh to bomb the terror hubs in Pakistan in the wake of 26/11. He was forbidden to do so. And people are still proud that they did not attack the terror hubs in Pakistan. Is that weakness or is that strength? So can we please talk about facts? The facts are what Prime Minister Modi has done is unprecedented in the annals of modern Indian history. That is a fact. You want to disprove me? You bring facts out. Don't bring insinuations, and because I can also say it is a fact, in fact, that Pandit Nehru forbade the then President Rajendra Prasad to attend Sardar Patel's funeral. And then he forbade the then President Radhakrishnan to attend Rajendra Prasad's funeral. This is the kind of hateful...
No, there are many other examples. I don't want to take that route. No one has forgotten what they did to Ambedkar. But Nikhil, do you want to answer that question? Because I have Tariq Bhai waiting.
Absolutely, I want to answer. I absolutely want to answer on facts. He's raised a very important point. We should be talking about Indus Water Treaty and why the Prime Minister is or is not weak. So Indo-Pakistan history is quite checkered. We all know 1947 to 48 there was a war. India won. Prime Minister Nehru, Congress. 1965 India won. Congress government. 1971 India won. Indira Gandhi government. 1999 India won. Atal Bihari Vajpayee as the Prime Minister. 26/11 attacks happened in 2008. All the terrorists were neutralized except one who was caught, used as a proof for the international community that Pakistan is the one funding terror against this country, was put on trial, was hanged. Who was the government at power? Congress. Now what happens in 2016? Pathankot Air Base is attacked. What does Prime Minister Modi do? Calls
you haven't answered the question why PM Modi is weak. You see, Nikhil, you haven't answered that question. And by the way, in 2008, there was also the Congress's theory. 1 minute. RSS की साजिश, वो बीच में बोलना भूल गए, वो भी है. See the note that you have, उसमें वो एक line होगा at the bottom perhaps. Yeah.
Pranesh, it was never
Dr.
the
Ranganathan is saying something.
That RSS was involved in the 26th.
No, I like Nikhil, he's a good friend, but the fact of the matter is he's not answered my question. The question was very simple. Was it a fact or not that our ex-air chief actually pleaded with the then Prime Minister to bomb Pakistan terror targets in the
Dr.
wake of...
Dr. Ranganathan, he hasn't answered your question. He hasn't answered Sanju Verma's question. She's asked him twice. tell me how's the Prime Minister weak, because he can't answer the question. Tariq Khan, Sanju Verma, I'm coming to you. 1 minute, ma'am. Tariq Khan, can you answer the question? How is Prime Minister Modi weak?
Immediately respond to the उनको तुरंत प्रेसिडेंट ट्रंप का जवाब देना चाहिए. क्यों नहीं वो प्रेसिडेंट की बातों का जवाब दे रहे? क्यों जो मिनिस्ट्री है वो जवाब दे रही है? प्राइम मिनिस्टर को देना चाहिए जवाब कि आप कौन होते हैं बीच में बोलने वाले. प्राइम मिनिस्टर कह भी सकते हैं, मजबूत प्राइम मिनिस्टर है, लेकिन जब प्राइम मिनिस्टर खुद ना बोलकर दूसरे लोगों से कहते हैं बोले, क्योंकि प्रेसिडेंट है, वो नर्सरी क्लास के बच्चे नहीं है, वो प्रेसिडेंट ट्रंप है बोल रहे हैं, इसलिए लगता है कि वीक है. बाकी आप लोग हैं. और एक बात कहना चाहता हूं, जो तुर्की बैन के ऊपर मैं नवभारत टाइम्स की खबर पढ़ रहा हूं. तुर्की की एक कंपनी सेलेबी एविएशन देश की 9 एयरपोर्ट पर सुरक्षा का काम देखती है. इनमें दिल्ली, मुंबई, चेन्नई जैसे बड़े हवाई अड्डे भी शामिल हैं. एंड दिस वाज 11 आवर्स अगो.
कैंसिल हो गया वो. आपका रिसर्च अपडेट कीजिए. ये कभी कभी होता है कि आपने पेपर तो सुबह आया होगा, ये अपडेट वाला वो रिफ्रेश कीजिए एक बार पेज. तारिक भाई आप उसको रिफ्रेश कीजिए एक बार. अब जो नया हेडलाइन आएगा वो पढ़िएगा. संजू, आई एम सॉरी तारिक भाई. संजू वर्मा, you have the last word on the show.
Thank you. Pranesh, I just want to say one thing for the Aam Aadmi Party, specifically Sanjay Singh, who's taken pot shots at the Prime Minister. जी हाँ, नरेंद्र मोदी महान है क्योंकि 2016 का सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक हुआ. जी हाँ, नरेंद्र मोदी महान है बिकॉज आज भारत दुनिया की 5वीं सबसे बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था है. जी हाँ, नरेंद्र मोदी महान है बिकॉज ही इज पुट इन अबेयंस the Indus Water Treaty, which did not happen for the last 6.5 decades. जी हाँ, नरेंद्र मोदी महान है because he undertook the Balakot strike of 2019, crossing the international border. जी हाँ, नरेंद्र मोदी महान है because he's undertaken Operation Sindoor in 2025, striking at the heart of Pakistan, Lahore, Rawalpindi, Punjab, etc. जी हाँ, नरेंद्र मोदी महान है क्योंकि आपके आका अरविंद केजरीवाल आउट ऑन बेल है. अभी तक उनको बेगुनाह नहीं कहा गया. संजय सिंह, you're out on bail. Satinder Jain is out on bail.
Dr. Shelly Oberoi wants to counter you. Dr. Shelly Oberoi, क्या दिखा रही है मैम? What is this?
Yes, Mrs. Verma, I want justification on this. How the foreign policy has miserably failed. A photograph of the chairman of the Adani Group along with the president of that country supporting Pakistan. This is the foreign policy of a country which has failed miserably. ये सिर्फ foreign policies बनती हैं अपने दोस्तों को benefit देने के लिए. These policies are only for benefiting their friends. These foreign policies has failed. They have failed.
Okay. Sanju Verma, quick response, then we move on.
शांत हो जाओ. आपके बॉस केजरीवाल को वापस तिहाड़ जेल जाना है. इतना उछलने की जरूरत नहीं है डिबेट पर. शांत हो जाओ. पूरी की पूरी पार्टी आउट ऑन बेल है और यहाँ बैठकर नैतिक ताकत आप सर्टिफिकेट बांट रही हैं. शर्म आती है या नहीं? थोड़ी शर्म बची हो या नहीं? शर्म.
Okay. Now we have to move on, but before that, you know, the white paper, Nikhil Jain, that you were holding up. Yes, I agree with you. The Congress must bring out the white paper on how to behave, how to put India first, how to put, you know, national interest first. I understand that sentiment of the white paper, unless you have something else in mind or you disagree with the 3 things that I have said.